When was the last time you cleaned your makeup brushes? If the answer is I don't know, you definitely need to watch this video. Hey everyone, I'm Coral and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, click that subscribe button down below and hit the bell for new videos every week. Today we're talking about cleaning your makeup brushes and sponges. I have a lot of different makeup brushes that I use on a daily basis and different makeup sponges that I use as well. And when I've been talking to people or seeing people post online about cleaning their makeup brushes, I realize that a lot of people don't really clean their makeup tools as often as they should. Today I'm going to share my makeup brush cleaning routine with you and show you what I do to keep all of my brushes clean. First, I want to start off talking about what I do to clean my brushes and makeup tools on a daily basis. Yes, I said that right, on a daily basis, meaning every time that I use them. And if you aren't keeping your brushes clean, you can be spreading bacteria and germs around your face, and that's just gonna cause breakouts, and nobody wants that. After I'm done doing my makeup, before I put all my brushes and my sponges away, I do a clean of them. For this daily clean, what I like to use is an antibacterial no water makeup spray. What I've been using right now is this Sephora one. It's called Clean Up Nice. It says antibacterial spray for makeup and tools, stops bacteria in its tracks. I've used some different makeup brush cleaners from Sephora to clean my makeup brushes on a daily basis. This is just the one that I'm using right now. The way that this works is whenever you're done doing your makeup, you spray a little bit of this on the brush directly. Some other products you don't spray on the brush directly, you can spray just on a paper towel. This one says on the bottle to spray it on the brushes directly. If you buy something else, make sure you look at the bottle to see what it says to do. You're gonna spray it down on the brush, and then I just use a paper towel and wipe it off. You can see whenever you are doing this that it is getting the makeup off of your brush because you can see it on the paper towel. After you wipe the brush off on the paper towel, then you're gonna put it somewhere to dry. I store my makeup brushes upright in a small little like cute canister thing that I got a while back. So as soon as I'm done wiping the brush off on the paper towel, then I put it directly back in there so that it can air out. If you don't store your brushes like this or you put them in a drawer somewhere, you might need to leave them out for just a little bit in order to air them out. The spray doesn't get very wet, and so it dries pretty quickly. Now the reason I like a spray like this as opposed to something that you need water with is because it's super easy. So if I'm looking for a new daily cleaning spray, I always look for a waterless one, because if you do need to use water, then that is a lot more work, it's a lot more mess, and you'll be less apt to use it on a daily basis. I use this on a daily basis because it's super easy. It takes like a minute to clean all of my brushes and put them away. So that's why I'm able to do this, and I'm not hesitant to do it on a daily basis. When I am traveling, I also like to do this because I always just feel like my brushes are dirty if I don't clean them on a daily basis. The best product I found to use to clean my brushes while traveling is the Beauty Blender waterless spray. They make them in a small couple of ounce aerosol container, and then it just works the same way as this Sephora makeup cleaner. You spray it on your brushes, wipe it off on a paper towel, and you're good to go. The second thing I do on a daily basis is clean my makeup sponge. I always use a Beauty Blender type makeup sponge to do my concealer, and most of the time I use it to do my foundation as well. And so I always am going to clean that as well on a daily basis. So after I'm done cleaning off my makeup brushes, I will take my makeup sponge to the sink and wash it off. I do this with water because I've found that that's what works the best. Currently, what I'm using to wash my makeup sponge is this Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo. You can use a couple of different types of soaps or cleansers to wash your makeup sponge. One is baby shampoo. It's gentle on the makeup sponge, so it's not going to ruin it. I like it because you can get baby shampoo for just a couple of dollars. I think I paid like $3 for this huge thing of baby shampoo. Another thing that you can use is the Beauty Blender brand cleanser. I like the liquid one. I've tried the solid version as well, but to me the liquid works better. I do honestly think that the Beauty Blender version works better to clean my makeup sponges. For the longest time I was using that cleaner, but it is pretty expensive. When I was always using a Beauty Blender makeup sponge, I was paying the money for the Beauty Blender cleaner because beauty blenders are just so expensive. But recently I've switched to the Beaky Beauty Blender. It's from Amazon. I did a whole entire review on these makeup sponges that I will link up in the cards right here. If you've been considering trying something else other than the Beauty Blender, a dupe that is cheaper, I highly suggest that you go watch that video and check it out. So because I'm paying less for my makeup sponges, I don't like to pay quite as much for the cleaner anymore. Those makeup sponges are super cheap compared to the Beauty Blender, so I don't mind using something like a baby shampoo that doesn't quite work as well but is a lot cheaper because it's cheaper to replace those Beaky makeup sponges. Another type of soap that you can use to clean a makeup sponge is your face wash. I don't like to use my face wash on my makeup sponge because one, I like to use Clinique face wash and it's very expensive, so I don't want to quote unquote waste it on the makeup sponge instead of using it on my face. And two, I use an oily skin formula, so I don't think it would be quite as gentle on the makeup sponge as it really needs to be. When I'm traveling with my makeup sponge, I will do one of two things. You can also use that Beauty Blender waterless spray to clean off the makeup sponge. A lot of the time that is what I use when I'm traveling, especially if we are traveling somewhere where we're only gonna be in a place for a couple of days and have to move somewhere else. That's just the easier way to clean a makeup sponge because then you're not having to get it wet again and let it air dry. Or I will buy small travel size versions of baby shampoo to take with me and use. So that's daily basis. I'm going to clean my makeup sponges and then clean my Beaky Beauty Blender every day after I'm done doing my makeup. Then the other part that I'm going to do, I do once every several months. Because I clean my makeup brushes and sponges every day after I use them, I don't have to do this as often. So in order to do a deep clean of all of your makeup brushes, what you're gonna want to do is to clean them with soap and water. You can use the same type of soaps that I talked about for cleaning a beauty blender for cleaning your makeup brushes. So my favorite is the baby shampoo because it's gentle and it makes the brushes really soft. What you're gonna wanna do is take your collection of brushes to the sink and run some water. I like to do warm water, not too hot though. And then you're going to get the bristles of the brush wet. Be careful not to get too close to the handle because you don't want to ruin any of the glue or adhesive that is keeping the brush attached to the handle. So try not to get any soap or water too close to where the brush attaches to the handle. Then I'll put a little bit of soap, whatever soap I'm using, in the palm of my hand and I will swirl the brush in it and get it nice and sudsy. Depending on how dirty your makeup brushes are, you may need to repeat this process a couple of times. You may need to rinse the brush and then repeat the soap again a couple of times until the water that is coming out of your brush is running clear and you know that you've gotten all of the makeup out of it. I will repeat this process for all of my makeup brushes, even the ones that I don't use on a daily basis, because when I'm cleaning my brushes, I want to make sure I get them all clean, all at the same time. I even do this for my eyeshadow brushes and my small eyebrow brush. All of the brushes get cleaned in this way. Then you need to make sure that you give them plenty of time to dry. So I have two different ways that I like to dry my makeup brushes. The first way is by using a towel on the counter. What I like to do is I will fold up one end so that I can lay the brushes out on it and they will be at a slant. That way none of the water is going back towards the handle and ruining the adhesive that is on the brush, and it can kind of drip down towards the other part of the towel while it's drying. Another thing that you can do that I have done before is to use a hair tie and make a loop with the hair tie, and you can hang the brush upside down from something like a towel rack. Make sure you give your brushes plenty of time to dry before you put them back wherever you store them or need to use them. If you're interested in the makeup and tools I use on a daily basis, click right here for that video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.